Aaron, great to see you in front of us, which means you're playing again. How frustrating has this season been for you?
Yeah, it's been tough. Had no injuries in the past, only little ones that have kept me out for a game, max. So it's been frustrating sitting on sidelines and watching the boys. Obviously been watching the boys do well, which has been easier than watching them if they were doing bad. But no, it's been frustrating individually because I've only played the one game against Oldham, got injured with my shoulder, and then literally 10 days later the hamstring, got injured with that. So it's been frustrating because I've never been in this phase before where I've been injured at a club for a long period of time. So yeah, it's good to be back, and hopefully this is me back for the rest of the season.
I don't think anyone realises something like a shoulder injury. People say, well, you're playing football, you don't know, but the amount that you're using your shoulder, fending off players and the way you move, it does affect it, doesn't it? That kind of injury does affect it.
The way I fell over was like the way I've fallen over probably hundreds of times, and crazy, didn't even get a penalty for it, which is frustrating, but no, it's fell over like I've fallen over hundreds of times and then end up fracturing my shoulder, which is and then there's a lot behind it then where I need to get that back to strength, because even just contact with players, let alone if I was to fall over again and do the same as I'd done before, and then obviously if it's not back to full strength, then it'll go and break again. So got that back to full strength, finally felt good, played against West Ham 21s, obviously got a good few minutes in there, ready to then kick on and start again, but unfortunately got injured in training on the Thursday then. So
I mean, I suppose it's a part of every footballer's career. Some suffer with injuries more.
Yeah. How
did you deal with the kind of mental aspect? Because you want to play.
Yeah,
you want to play. You want to be out there. You want to be part of the team.
Yeah. No, look, I've never been through this before, so I was able to realise mentally what a lot of lads go through when they do have reoccurring injuries.
Has that been quite useful, actually, in a way?
Yeah,
I know that the injury's not useful, but yeah.
Injury's not useful, but you can put yourself in someone else's shoes. And a lot of people don't realise outside football how mentally draining it is being injured, because you're paid to play football and you're here, your love for the game is to do that every day. And when that's taken away from you, it obviously is a big kick in the teeth. It's like I said, everyone deals with it in different ways. Like, I've stayed positive through it all, and I'm positive now, ready to come back and make up for the lost time that I've missed. But some people have recurring injuries and are out for a season, longer than that, and it's not easy at all, because you're stuck in the same place every day doing very similar things, and all you're itching to do is get back with the team, and you feel like you're an outsider a little bit. And no one does understand that outside football as well, where we see each other every day, and we might be like here as a team, but you still feel a bit of an outsider, because you want to be on the grass every day with the team, you want to be involved on that Saturday, you want to be in that change room. And being back this Saturday, Tranmere just gone, was so nice, being back in the change room and then coming on for 30 minutes and being able to celebrate a goal, it was just nice, just having them feelings back, and you cherish them more when you're injured, you could say.
Well, you've had some company of like various players have kind of been there with you this season. I mean, it's been a funny one with injuries, and some of them just really innocuous. Where have they come from?
It's strange, and I don't think you can ever explain injuries. The only way you can explain injury is if it's like, right, that happened because of that, and you can't put your finger on what's actually happened. And I've had good company, but you'd rather, not as in you wouldn't rather that company, but you want them boys to be on the pitch as well. And I've been with Geff throughout it. Obviously Kane Wilson's come in, got injured, I knew Kane from before, so I spent a lot more time with him, obviously being injured. And then you had Lemon and Loz just come back after my first injury. And it's like there's been a lot of injuries, it's been frustrating, and we probably only had, you could say, maybe 75% strength throughout the whole squad for the first 17 games now. So you kind of look at the positives as well, and especially individually, you look like, right, come back and make a difference to the team, as well as go and improve it. Like, the lads have been doing well, like I said earlier, but you want to come back and make it even better. And obviously, the more players we have back, the better we can make the team and hopefully be in a better position, as well as go and get more points on the board.
Paul Warner's has certainly missed you, but the goals have come from elsewhere, which. Have you been keeping an eye on who's been scoring the goals here, there and everywhere?
I'll be chasing Russian Gales now to try and get out to 6, 7 and go and kick on and get like obviously want to be top goal scorer. I'm here to, that's my job, is go and score as many goals as possible. But when the boys are winning as well, like I said, they're winning. So that's great to watch, as well as hopefully now be involved in week in, week out.
It'd be useful if you didn't give away 2 goals at the start of games, though. To be honest with you, I mean, it's really interesting how that's happened. But you know, positives, obviously that's a negative, but the positives are the fight back, the mentality when that happens as well. The points are there, still very much in that fight at the top of League Two as well. So
like the character we showed on Saturday, and then you could say the character we showed at Barnet as well. Obviously, I wasn't involved in Barnet, but I was there on Saturday to be involved in. But the character that we've shown has shown that we got good experienced players as well as good players, you know, where these are the points that you could look back at the end of the season and be like, right, you could get promoted by 1, 2, 3 points from 4th if you end up in 3rd, and you're like, oh, remember that point we got at Tranmere? You know, like, you've got to take every point as a positive, let alone might be going into every game thinking, oh, right, 3 points, you know, like, that's not the case. Everyone knows, has been around it, no matter how good your squad is, you ain't going to be able to win every game, and it's all to do with the character that we showed to then go and get the points.
I think you're absolutely spot on. And the other thing that I think people who have seen MK Dons play at any point this season, you talked about 75%, and that was the squad, the amount of players at any one time. It almost feels like you're not at 100% of what you can achieve as a team either.
No, I agree. Yeah, like, I think that's what we all feel like in the change room. Lads who have been involved, as well as the lads who have been injured. Like, you could say, as an all-round, like, we're in a great position. Like, we're 4th in the league, but we don't feel like we've been playing at 100%, let alone had 100% like options, availability to prove that, like, no, we want to be that best team in the league. You know what I mean? We want to prove that, and we want to be that team to be the best in the league. And it's not as easy as you say. And like I said, for the lads to be in the position they're in now, obviously I haven't been able to play my part yet, as well as a few others, and we're all biting to get back at it, you know. But to add strength to that squad is like a positive for us individually, because we want to bring that, as well as a team. We're going to look at it as a positive, like, now we've got Geff back, we got me back, we're going to have Lemon coming back, we're going to have Kane coming back, you know, like, there's so many lads who are, and then Rush is obviously out, and Rush has been scoring, and I got to do what Rush has been doing, you know, like, that's the way the team works. Not everyone's going to be fit, but Rush has gone and been scoring the goals for us, and I've got that weight on my shoulders now to take his spot and do that as well.
You're really looking forward to it, aren't you? I can tell.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to being back. Like I said, I haven't been in this position before where I've been on the sidelines watching from the stand, so I'm itching to get back at it and help the team everywhere I can. Did you set yourself a goal target before the start of the season, and has that adjusted slightly because you've been out for so long? Yeah, of course. Like, I come into the season, like, I was aiming for like 20 goals. Like, I wanted to go for a golden boot, obviously, in the league, and I'm still not good. I still don't doubt myself, and I'm going to push to get as many as I can. Obviously, I missed 17 games, which is going to be tough, but any way I can help the team, and if that's scoring as many goals as I can, then I know it's going to help the team and get us more points on the board.
Thank you.
Cheers.
The first involvement I think we saw of you on Saturday when you came on was going up for a header and you got smashed in the air and you hit the deck. I mean, those moments where everyone goes, oh no, not again. Yeah. What was it like for you?
It's just League Two, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like very similar to League One. You get in League One as well, but no, it's physical. There's games where, like I said, Saturday we go 2-0 down, we come back, but like it's tough. Like you can play Tranmere, who I'm not sure where they are in the league now, but people like MK Dons will beat them. I mean, that's not the case. It's not as easy as that, you know. Like, you got to go to these away grounds, you got to play these away games, you got to play complete different styles of football compared to maybe if we're at home, we can maybe work on us a bit more and be like, right, this is the way we're going to play, this is the way we're going to build, compared to when you're away. Sometimes it comes with the conditions, as well as it comes with them changing their team for you as well.
Does it worry you though when you take that first hit, or was it just that's part of football? It is what it is.
You get used to it, especially being a striker, and I'm not the most physical striker, and I'm used to being on the floor and used to being pushed around, but then I'll go and use all my positives to counteract that.
It feels like you can offer us something different to what we've seen so far. Like you say, you've missed 17 games, but sometimes there have been those opportunities that have cried out for a player like you, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to coming back, and I can offer, obviously every player offers different, and there's that, like, I'll be classed as a striker, but then I like to be that link-up player as well as like that last man running in behind, and there's a lot of factors to my game that I can help bring towards the team, and like I said, the main thing is get more points on the board, and carrying on this season now with 1/3 through the way of the season, and we're in a good position with a good amount of points, and we still know, like I keep going on about, I think we got so much more to give, as well as so much more to come back and add to the team as well.
What are you like on the sidelines then? I mean, are you one of these players who marches up and down, just gets frustrated, wants to kick every ball, or are you kind of pragmatic about it?
I'll sit there and watch the game. It's frustrating when the lads aren't winning. When they are winning, you can sit there and just be like, "Hey, carry on, lads. Do what you need to do," but you're still dying to get involved. But when it's obviously not going the way it's been going, and there's been a few games, you've got Grimsby and then Walsall, and like two that stick out because like you think we'd be challenging against them towards the end of the season. At home, when them performances happened, it was like you just want to get back on there and you're itching it to help out in any way you can. But like I said, the boys have done. I'll keep banging on. The boys have done excellent, and we're in a great position. We're 4th in the league, 2 points off top, is it? And we said we're only 17 games in, and the big period now is Christmas, and then going into the new year where we need to actually prove that we should be up there, and if we get into the new year and we're up there, I think we can kick on towards the end of the season.
I mean, everyone talks about bringing in recruitment during the January transfer window, but having players like yourself and Gethin coming back in late November, I mean, that's an extra boost, isn't it? And like 100%. You say, with guys like Connor Lemonhigh and Kane Wilson coming back as well soon, it feels like it's a mini transfer window's opened again, definitely, for you guys to have come back in.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's like people talk about Jan and could be like they could be new faces in Jan, but that's only going to strengthen us again. But then as well, like lads coming back from injury, like myself right now, it's like having a new face and a new player on the pitch. Like I said, everyone's going to bring different factors and different personalities on the pitch, and fans are going to be able to see that as well as like the team are going to start adapting to different players on the pitch as well.
You mentioned being on the pitch to be able to celebrate. I mean, it was a great celebration in front of the fans, wasn't it? On Saturday with Kane Thompson-Summers after his equaliser. I think you were the first one to go and grab him.
Yeah, no, it was a great following. Like on a Saturday, travelling 3 hours up there and to Tranmere, and not everyone wants to travel to Tranmere today. But no, Kane got that first goal with John, ran to get the ball straight away, like, right, come on in. Like, obviously, in myself, I'm like, right, I'm going to get the winner, because that's what I want to do as a striker. And then Kane goes and gets the second one, and then I'm running over to him celebrating. But, like, they're the things you miss, like, you don't get that feeling. Like, we were speaking about it this morning, but, like, you can't get that feeling anywhere else, and you got however many fans there celebrating, and you're the ones that make them celebrate, and as a striker, you cherish it because you're like, no, you can go and get 8,000 people happy just from doing one thing by putting the ball in the back of the net, and
your only touch as well, couldn't it?
And you want to do that as much as you can,
It feels like as your MK Dons career hasn't quite started yet, because like you say, you've been out for so long, and you had those fits and starts, but you've not been the forgotten man. I mean, we mention you pretty regularly in here, and the fans are always asking about you as well. I mean, that must fill your heart, because you're not the forgotten person. Everybody's might be new to the club, but you're not
100%. I come in the summer, and my name would have been mentioned quite a lot, and now it's time to go and make my name get mentioned a lot now. Like I've missed out, and might have gone under the radar because I've been injured. But now it's the time to get my name back out there, as well as, like I said, go and get MK Dons' name out there, as well as individually go and get my name with that as well.